Okay, the broadcast stopped for a second there. I'm not really sure why, but that scene just ended just as the broadcast dropped, so we haven't missed anything. So, back to where we were. There's the shrine where we did the training with Mizuki in the flashback. Lemniscate, the maid cafe where Renju's body was found, the hospital which we checking on Iris, and Marble for some reason. Let's do... We're gonna have to do all of these, so let's do the shrine. We're gonna have a car conversation or no? No.
Huh? Why are we at the shrine? Did you come here to pray that you find the criminal?
No, I don't believe in God.
Wow, how edgy teen of you.
Don't call me a teen. You're 12.
Well, you said that you got the shoulders of a 40-year-old.
That's not even remotely similar.
So why are we really here?
I sometimes come here when an investigation stalls. It helps me think. Sometimes I even solve the case from here. This is a quiet, peaceful little spot in the middle of a violent city. It's calming. It keeps all of the bad thoughts away.
Okay.
Didn't expect you to be such a poet.
You could at least call me a romantic.
Same thing.
They're not at all the same thing. It's the difference between someone who's frugal and someone who's cheap.
You're stubborn about weirdly specific things.
Alright. Anything to look around at? Guessing not.
Why do these dog
There we
statues
go.
always have one with its mouth open and one with its mouth closed?
Good question. Maybe the one with his mouth open is going, ah, and the one with his mouth closed is going, You're the one who asked.
I never knew about that, about the guardian dog statues.
Mr. Bell?
Mrs. Bell.
I see you two are getting along well.
Anything else? Ooh, the monument.
What does it say?
When riding on a train, people on opposite sides of the car doors shouldn't stare at each other. That's what it says.
That is definitely a lie.
Flowers. Anything else? Nope. Alright. Mizuki. Yep. About your training.
Coming here reminds me of when I trained you.
Yeah. It's been a while since we came here last.
I have nothing more to teach you. Let us see the results of your training.
Leave it to me!
Gonna punch it and it's gonna explode into pieces.
Begin!
Holy shit!
How's that?
Well, this is on you.
Huh?
Hey! What are you two doing?
Mizuki! Run for it!
Wait for me!
So she is just like insanely strong then. Okay, about the bullies.
By the way, whatever happened to those kids who bullied you?
Oh, did I not tell you?
No, you haven't said anything about it. I didn't want to pry.
They stopped bugging me as soon as I threatened to fight back. they targeted some other kids instead. They did terrible things.
Oh.
So I broke all their front teeth.
Nice.
Jeez.
Hey, since we're here, let's go into the shrine.
I told you, I don't believe in that stuff.
Come on, come on!
Wait, how did the Date not know that she like kicked in a bunch of kids' teeth? Okay, so it's been entirely kind of
What did you
backstory
ask
so
for?
far.
To leave this boring place as soon as possible. And you?
It's a secret. When you tell people your wish, it won't come true.
Then why did you ask me?
Because if your dream doesn't come true, mine is more likely to.
You're more crooked than a hernia.
Huh? Anyway, where to next?
We done? Yeah, we're done.
Hey, Mizuki. Do you think you could fit your hand into the box there?
Hey, Date! Are you really a cop?
Oh, no stealing money from the shrine. Right. To let us get. Just go check out the reception lady with the massive tits. See if we've still got a date with her. What is happening here now that Renchu's dead? Like, who's in charge? Quick look around.
What's that sofa stuff with?
Sofa stuffing. Date, look at that! It's a Hercules beetle. Yay! Hercules beetle!
I knew there was going to be another insect in these plants.
Wait, why is that even here?
Special. Underground horse racing bets to win big. I'll take that one home with me next time.
Who's on the monitor?
Oh, it's Payasi Samba.
Oh yes, Payasi's Samba.
I don't know who that is. Alright, receptionist. Hello. Oh, hang on, let's take a look at the work of art.
Oh, I asked someone about that earlier. It's like lionfish and shag carpet or something.
It's like a different thing every time. Okay, receptionist. Quick look. Alright. Have you seen anyone with an injured leg? Yes.
Nope, sorry. But I did see a guy who had legs like a horsehair crab.
What? Sounds horrifying.
Oh, both of these options are, okay. By the way, what's your cup size?
Oh, 2.
Well, of course it would be 2 cups.
3 cups would be a nightmare.
Date, why are you asking that?
Shh. Shush, child. I want to touch your two big,
Oh, this is embarrassing. But okay.
Seriously? Really?
Yeah?
Date, what are you doing?
Sorry, what?
Does this have anything to do with the investigation?
No.
Oh. Well, we did get to touch that lady's cheeks. Cheeks. Mizuki. About the person with the injured leg.
Mizuki, could you go to the office? Ask them if they've seen anyone with an injured left leg.
Got it.
Why could we not go in?
Looks like it didn't go well.
No.
Okay. Let's check out Renju's office.
Good idea. We might find something important in there.
And there's nothing of use. That sucked.
Damn, no hits.
Do not be discouraged. Bad days and sore feet are part of the job.
Time to earn my paycheck, I guess.
Alright. Do you have any memories of Renju here?
Sometimes we would talk when I came over to hang out.
What kind of things did you talk about?
Nothing special. The usual.
The usual?
Are you doing well? Have you been eating right?
Huh. So that's the usual.
So nothing of actual substance then. So he was still kind of half-assing it as a dad. Sunfish Pocket. It's just Renju's murder site. Don't know if there'll be anything of use here. Is there anyone here? Doesn't look okay.
I guess it was a waste of time.
Yeah. I didn't find any clues.
Just the old drum, which had the watch in it. Is there nothing?
Ryugu water, 980 yen. 980 yen?
Yep.
For water?
Not just water. Seawater.
You can't even drink it.
Yeah. Makes you sick as fuck. Okay. Is there gonna be anything here? What about the photos of the girls?
Which one is your type, Date?
Where is this coming from?
Just tell me.
Well, let's see.
Wow, you're really thinking about it? Disgusting.
You asked.
Second from the left on the top row. That one. The cameras. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be anything of worth here. Okay, can you think of anything?
Not really.
Sorry for bringing you here.
Because this is where Daddy's corpse was?
Yep.
I told you before, it's fine. I was the one who said I wanted to come with you, so...
Okay, let's get going.
Yeah. Nothing we can do here.
Wow, not even like a flashback to anything, it's just we're done here. Okay, is there seriously nothing else? Yeah, I guess that's it. Wow, that was completely pointless. Oh, Abyss Headquarters, that's just been added. Okay, let's do... that's probably going to be the last place we need to go to. So let's do Central Hospital, checking on Iris. Because I think they said Otto went home now, I think. So he's not going to be there anymore. Oh, he is.
And Date.
Ota, are you okay?
I thought you went home.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, I don't want to get in your way. I should head home before I cause any more trouble.
Any more
No,
trouble?
not at all. You're fine right here.
No, really, I should go. I'm sure that he has more fun with his friends than with me. So...
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Mizuki.
Huh?
You came to visit me, right?
Oh, yeah. Right.
It would be awkward to admit we are only here for the investigation.
Yeah.
Okay, quick look around. It's not gonna be anything new, I don't think.
Hey, Date. I've got this video of a lady cleaning a jumbo jet. Wanna watch?
No.
I'm not gonna watch your videos with you, Ota.
Why would we want to watch that?
I know this is sudden, but I'm brave and smart and handsome, right?
I
No.
will chide you on your labels.
A bedside table.
Okay. Nothing else about? Alright, Ota.
When will the day come when Iris is sleeping beside me?
Oh, Jesus.
My guess is never.
Yeah. Fucking hell, dude. Alright, Ota. How you doing?
Forget me. Are you okay? You passed out last night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine. I feel much better after a good night's sleep.
It sounded like you were having a nightmare. You kept moaning something about Reika. Reika.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Okay. You remembered anything else?
No, just what I told you yesterday.
All right. You know, if you weren't in the hospital, I would slap you upside the head so hard you start remembering things again.
Like shock therapy?
Whoa, old school. I thought Abyss was more future tech than that.
We are, but if it ain't broke, you can learn a lot from the past.
I see. Maybe you should hit him.
Please.
No.
Yes, hit him.
No way.
Hit him. Hit him.
Ota's pretty energetic for being
Hit
that old.
him.
He's the type that gets annoying around women.
Sure is. Right, about the investigation.
So, we still don't know who the culprit is?
If you remember anything at all, please tell me.
Well, maybe that all depends. If you could get me, say, Tessa's toothbrush, it might jog my memory.
Oh, go
Are you really gonna do this
fuck
in front of
yourself.
Mizuki?
It's fine. Mizuki proofreads the light novels I write. I'm sure she's used to it by now.
What are you making her read?
Lots of things, like...
Wait, Mizuki, you don't have to tell him.
She's 12, dude. And what are you making her read? Oh, dude. Okay, I really don't think Mizuki should be hanging around with this dude. Quick look at her. About Iris.
Have you heard about Iris? The nurse was talking about her a minute ago.
That she's still in the ICU? Yeah. Apparently the surgery went well, but she hasn't woken up yet.
Okay.
Hey, Ota. Next time we should fold 1,000 paper cranes. To wish that Iris will get better.
Yeah. We could even make her a life-size crane.
That would be a somewhat troublesome gift.
About Ota.
I heard that you fought off the killer and saved Iris. That's so cool, Ota. You have a wound of honor.
No, not really. Well, I guess a little. Calling me a hero. It's kind of embarrassing.
I didn't call you a hero.
It is a good thing Iris was saved, but he's still irritating.
For sure.
Even more irritating than seeing cosplay in public.
That was a very specific dig. Let's get going.
Yeah, let's go.
Wait, you two just got here.
It's okay. We saw you. Now we can go.
We already have Ota's testimony. It is unlikely he has any further useful information.
Yeah, but his mother probably does.
Where to now, Date?
Let's see.
Let's go check in with Mama. So, Ota's mother's gotta, like, know something. Like, I assume we're gonna jump into her Somnium at some point. I just don't know whether it's gonna be on this branch or not. Marble!
So that's the situation.
I see. Someone with an injured left leg, huh?
Oh yeah, I forgot Mizuki doesn't feel comfortable
Hey,
around
Date.
Mama.
You remind me of Barstool sometimes. The stool part, anyway.
I see that Mizuki is still capable of being childish at times.
Cool. Menu.
What do you get after malting, milling, mashing, lautering, boiling, and fermenting?
Beer?
Anything?
Hey, Date, are you ever gonna eat those leftovers you're keeping in the fridge?
I'll get to it. Shut up.
Hey, Date, I see caprese on the blackboard. What is that?
It's a portmanteau for couples are crazy.
It's a kind of salad.
"12 Angry Bullets." Okay. Just riffing on 12 Angry Men, which is a very good movie. Okay, Mama. About the culprit with the injured leg.
Sorry, no idea.
Damn. I thought you, of all people, would know something.
I am an informant, but really dangerous information doesn't just come rolling in here. But I promise, I'll keep my eye out for anything.
Please do.
Okay.
And if I find something, you have to take a bath with me.
Absolutely not.
Oh, why not?
Because you take up all the hot water.
That's your issue?
I promise I won't. I'll even take the costume off.
It's a costume?
Mm-hmm. And I look good without it.
Okay. Know anything about the new Cyclops killings? I already know the answer's gonna be no.
I've looked into it, but I still don't have anything useful for you.
What a
The
surprise.
case is still as fresh as a young man's juices.
Ooh.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
About Mizuki.
I never got to tell you, but I think she's very cute. I could just eat her up.
Okay.
Oh, don't worry, sweetie. I only really want to eat men. Oh, Date, what are you making me say?
You said that on your own.
Oh, come on. Isn't a gentleman supposed to cover for a lady's slip of the tongue?
Who is the lady Mama is referring to?
Don't ask me.
Mizuki. What's in the backpack?
Hey, Mizuki. What's inside that backpack you always have on you?
Why?
I'm just curious.
Well, Water, dehydrated bread, chocolate, biscuits, a flashlight, a hand charger, Swiss Army knife, a candle, matches, triangular badges, a first aid kit, whistle, portable toilet, a plastic bag, duct tape, a grenade, a magnet,
Grenade?
disposable hand warmers.
Do you have an entire disaster relief kit in your bag?
Better safe than sorry. I'm ready for anything.
Perhaps I misheard, but wasn't there an illegal item in there?
There absolutely was.
Right, the Swiss Army knife. Yeah, I'll look the other way.
Still not used to Mama?
No, I am.
You sure? You still look a little scared.
A little.
Haha, scaredy cat.
Laughing at me.
Yeah, because it was funny.
I'm going to expose your browser history.
What?
7 ways to take home a cabaret girl. 3 minutes with a married woman.
Stop, stop! I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Do you have a problem with gay people?
No, not at all. I see gay people on TV all the time, so it's not weird to me. The LGBT community is rich in sensibility, has excellent taste, and is full of talented artistic people. And they share a common struggle. It makes them more sensitive and capable of sympathy. That's why so many of them are kind and caring. And they choose how to live their lives on their own terms. It means they have a strong backbone. So because of all that, I really respect them. They're even kind of cool. And that means you too, Mama.
Oh, I love it! Bravo! 6 million yen to you!
You can transfer it to my account.
Preach. Alright. Is there anything else? Nope. I guess we're done.
Thanks for the chat, Mama.
Oh, leaving already?
I have an investigation to finish, but I'll be back.
You are so impatient. Even though you take your time in bed.
Don't say things like that.
In bed? What does that mean?
You don't need to know. Let's go.
Alright, back to Abyss. Yeah, well, I didn't really get anything from any of that, just some backstory stuff with Masuki. So no leads whatsoever.
Date, a call from boss. Shall I connect you?
Please and thanks.
No, wait.
Oh?
If I take the call, Mizuki might ask questions.
Are you talking to yourself again? Do you need to go to the hospital?
Exactly.
I can put it on speaker.
Please.
Date, are you with Mizuki right now?
Sure
Yes.
are.
What's up?
I need you to come to Abyss headquarters with Mizuki.
I was just heading there. Did something happen?
Yeah, the head office is here.
Oh?
They want to get information from Mizuki.
About...
We here at Abyss have her testimony, but the rest of the MPD wants to hear from her. They didn't get anything from her last time. They want to do an official questioning.
Right. Okay.
This order comes straight from the top. We don't have the power to say no. So, please.
You heard her.
I don't want to. I want to keep investigating.
There's nothing we can do. We can't fight the power of the state.
You are the power of the state.
Abyss is a toenail on the foot of the state. As far as they're concerned, we don't really do anything, and we don't have any say in what they do. And anytime we get too troublesome, they cut us off.
Why? Oh, stupid Date.
It's not my fault. Jeez. Alright. So she's going in for official questioning. Because last time regular police saw her, she was kind of traumatized. So...
Sorry for the trouble.
Don't worry about it. I'm just a slave to you anyway.
Oh, come on. I don't treat you like a slave, do I? Just because I sometimes make you lick between my toes?
Ew, what?
I didn't lick anything.
Anyway, thanks, Date. And don't worry about Mizuki. I told HQ to take it easy.
Mizuki, just make sure you behave and listen.
It'll be over soon, don't worry. Besides that, Date, there's something I have to tell you.
Oh?
You have a message from one of the inspectors at the warehouse. He wants to give you some information in person at the warehouse.
Could he have...
The blood results?
Yes.
I'll head over right away. Mizuki, you be a good girl, okay?
Ugh.
Jeez.
And then we've lost our sidekick again. Are we going straight there, or... Are we still... Yeah, straight there.
Date, sorry to make you come all the way down here.
That's cool.
But I have the results of the DNA analysis.
Lay it on me.
What did you find?
It's just like you said, there were 2 different blood signatures. One is definitely from Ota Matsushita. Other.
Huh?
Well, we got the results, but we couldn't find any matches in our database.
That is not surprising. HQ does not have a complete record of everyone's DNA.
That means they're not a prior criminal.
What now?
Do not panic. I have a piece of information I think you should know.
What is it?
I have discovered a suspicious person at your 12 o'clock. 200 yards.
In the car right
He's
at the
looking
back.
this way.
Person?
Zoom, let's use zoom. It's quick.
This guy?
Oh, little Date. Time for your... I said 200...
Quick check around before we get that guy over in the distance.
Where are you looking?
Alright, let's look at this person. Zoom! Oh! Show!
That's...
So Sajima.
So she. Yeah, so.
I don't believe it.
Uh-huh.
His left leg.
Huh?
So Sajima! Stop!
Okay.
Damn it! It's him. So's the culprit.
Calm down. We cannot yet make that conclusion. He was only dragging his left leg.
But he's been all over this case so far. Shoko and Renju are both in bed with the Kumakuras, and the Kumakuras know So. And not just that. We saw him in Iris's Somnium.
Still,
And he has no alibi. No alibi for Shoko, Renju, or the warehouse.
Date, calm down. The only thing we have so far is circumstantial evidence. We also do not have any established motive. Why would he kill Shoko and Renju?
Hmm.
Why would he cut out Iris's eyeball?
Well,
However, I do agree that So is suspicious.
do you agree with me or not?
I am explaining to you that we currently do not have enough evidence to bring him in.
So let's go find some.
Confronting him now would only result in him denying everything. We need direct evidence.
Direct evidence.
The criminal's blood from the cold storage warehouse. If the DNA matches So's,
Right. We need to get So's DNA.
the question is, how?
Hmm. Oh. Force the Kumakuras to help? Maybe? All from his house. Hospital won't give out medical records like that. And Lemniscate's dead end, there's no point in that. So, either his house or the Kumakura office. I'm gonna go Kumakura office.
Hey, Aiba. Do you remember when we went to the Kumakura's office Sunday?
Of course. I am incapable of forgetting anything.
Then let me ask you a question. What was on the table in front of the sofa?
Cigarettes with
Cigarette butts.
saliva
So
on it.
was smoking those cigarettes.
Exactly. And So's saliva might still be on the butts.
Hell
If
yeah.
we have that, we have So's DNA.
Wait a moment. That was 2 days ago. The ashtray must have been emptied by now.
But there's a chance. We have to at least try.
I agree.
All right, let's head there.
Okay. Why was he here though? Seems like a weird place for him to show up.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Hey boys.
Fucking with us, old man?
Yep.
Date, don't bother.
I know.
Just gonna go grab the cigarettes.
Hey, where are the cigarette butts that were in here?
Huh?
The cigarette butts, from when I was here a few days ago.
We threw them away, of course, dumbass.
Where, dumbass?
Why do you care about some cigarettes?
I need them for the investigation of the new Cyclops serial killings.
I see. Just last morning, I heard there was a new victim. I didn't watch it, but I heard something about it being streamed online.
Poor girl got one of her eyes cut out.
I know that, idiot.
Sorry.
And you're here for the investigation?
Yes.
So if I cooperate, I'll help you arrest this guy?
Correct.
All right. Look around as much as you want.
Huh?
That was easy.
You said you were looking for cigarette butts, right?
Yeah, the one So was smoking.
So Sajima. You think he did it?
No, nothing for sure yet.
Hey guys, where's the cigarettes that were in here?
Probably in the trash in the back, boss.
Bring me the one that So was smoking.
Yes, sir.
They're being very forthcoming. I'm gonna have to pick which cigarette it was,
I
aren't
didn't
I?
touch him.
Being considerate, I see. But why did you bring 4?
There were a couple of other cigarette butts in the bin.
I didn't know which one So smoked.
MoMA?
I don't remember.
We did
So
look at the
cigarette is
brand
definitely
before.
One of these?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Ah, which?
Date, remember the brand that So was smoking?
Yeah.
Right. He was smoking.
Oh, they're gonna make me pick, aren't they? Oh, I don't remember. Is this gonna be in my records somewhere? So. No, it'll be in the appendix, won't it? Oh god, which one was it? It's not on that page, I don't think. We had to have made a note of it, surely. Don't think we do. No, it does not look like we do. Damn, okay. I want to say it was this one, but I don't remember.
I remember. So was smoking
Yeah,
a
there we
Klein
go.
cigarette.
Correct. Let's return to Abyss. Pewter should be able to get DNA from it.
Got
Cool.
it.
Well, thanks,
Looks like you found
guys.
it.
Yeah, thanks to you.
Ah, this was nothing. Anything for Tessa.
Tessa? Did you just say Tessa?
Is he a fan?
What are you talking about, you Neanderthal? I said anything for Tesseract.
That doesn't even make sense.
Shut up! If you're done here, get your ass going.
All right.
Wait, so
Whatever
they
you
know who
say.
Iris is then? Would they have known because of Renju?
I'm counting on you, Pewter.
You can leave it to me.
He took the cigarette butt.
If the DNA on that cigarette butt matches the bloodstain in the warehouse,
there would be no doubt that So Sejima is our mysterious polar bear.
how long will it take to analyze?
If I had 6 hours,
You've got 3.
that's totally unreasonable. But I suppose I will do my best to have this analyzed in 3 hours.
Cool, thanks, Peter.
Pretty easily on that one.
I want to catch the criminal as soon as possible. That's all. Now, because time is of the essence, excuse me.
Okay.
How is Mizuki, by the way?
They finished questioning her. I had one of the officers take her home. She should be there by now.
Cool.
Good.
So Sejima. I can't believe it, of all people.
We don't know that for sure yet.
But you saw that his leg was injured, right? It's pretty damning evidence.
He's also like
Don't
an
be
old
too
guy,
hasty, boss.
so it could just be
You were
injured
saying
through
the same thing
other
earlier.
means.
Anyway, let's wait for the results.
Sure.
That will clear everything up.
Yeah, you're right. I hope this won't be trouble.
Trouble?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
I have zero trust for that woman anymore. After the other timeline where she just executed him.
Pewter, is it true? The results are in?
Yes, the DNA I collected from the cigarette butt is a positive match to the bloodstain from the warehouse.
Oh-ho.
Really? It was So all along. He was the polar bear. He carved out Iris's eye and stabbed Oda. And probably killed Renju and Shoko.
Making So Sejima the new Cyclops killer.
Thank you, Pewter.
Don't thank me yet. Hurry up and get So.
Yeah, you're right.
Turned around and made my way to the exit. But right when I was about to open the door, it was open from the other side. Boss?
Boss. Boss, listen. The bloodstain in the cold storage warehouse.
I know. I got a report from Pewter.
Well, then you already know. I'm heading there right now.
Heading where?
Where else? To So's house.
Date, I'm sorry, but you can't do that.
What?
Is she
I
turning
can't
on
let
us
you
again?
get So.
Boss, I don't understand.
This comes from the top. So and the head office have been tight-knit for 20 years now. They can't go against So's wishes. It's corruption and bribes to be sure, but there's also some kind of blackmail.
Blackmail?
So knows something. Something that the public can never know. If that secret got out, the authority of law would be thrown into question, and the entire police force would be at risk.
So has something on HQ?
Yes, almost certainly.
Okay.
That's why I can't let you go. Do you understand?
hell no.
I see. Then I'm sorry, but I have no choice but to take you off this case.
Hey, boss, come on. Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah, she's
You
serious.
gotta be kidding me!
And we're going regardless. This isn't gonna end well.
Date, are you sure you want to do this? You still have a chance to turn around. If you put your hands on So, you will never be able to return to Abyss.
I don't care. I don't want to work for a rotten organization in the pocket of some politician. When this is over, I'll open a restaurant in Okinawa or something.
Wait!
Oh, should I make it a soba place instead?
That's not what I mean. You have a video message.
A video?
Look!
Mizuki!
Oh, here we go.
Shit!
Oh, boss. You had that ready. Date residence. Oh, is this going to be another gun thing?
Mizuki! Mizuki! Where are you? Don't worry, I'll find you.
Well, there's only really one place she could be. It's like... It's got to be the speakers, right? You'd see her if she was under the bed. So let's try...
Date, the hollow space in the speaker.
Yeah.
Perhaps Mizuki is in there.
It's like the only place she could have been.
Mizuki!
Date, hurry! Help her!
I know.
Is this all one giant distraction?
You okay?
So that boss can go...
Idiot! Pull it off more gently! You're late, by the way! I was about to suffocate, just so you know!
She's fine.
So typical! You're never there when you need to be! Just like 6 months ago, I was about to miss the bus, and you...
Actually, stay like that for a while. Huh? I don't believe this.
No, she looks fine. So is that just a distraction so boss can go get So? Or is that going to be completely different in this timeline? She's sitting on the bed. Who did this?
3 men. The doorbell rang and they said they were delivery men. I thought you had bought another one of your weird videos or something, so I opened the door. And they sprayed me with tear gas.
Did you see their faces?
No, they were all wearing masks.
It is probable that they are working for So.
That's 3 men, so it's probably the
Maybe his
Kumakura
bodyguards or
guys.
hired thugs.
It just makes me so mad. If they didn't get the jump on me, I would have... Pow! Bang! Bam! Wham!
Mizuki, I have just one thing to say.
Hmm?
Never in my life have I bought any weird videos.
That's what you wanted to say?
Are you okay?
I'm not hurt. My mouth stings a little. Thanks to you ripping the tape off my face. If I get fat lips from this, I'm gonna make you pay for cosmetic surgery.
Don't girls want bigger lips, though?
Okay, we know who the culprit is.
What?
We identified the person inside the polar bear.
The man who tried to kill Iris and Ota?
Yes. And also, the man who killed your parents.
There's your shitty dead mum. And your apathetic dead dad.
Who?
Congressman So Sajima.
So?
Do you know him?
Kinda. I've seen him on TV before. But why?
I don't know why yet. But it was definitely his blood at the cold storage warehouse.
I can't believe it. I'll never forgive him. I'll get him for this.
I'm gonna go get him now.
Mizuki, I'm going to So's house now.
Are you leaving me behind again?
Yep.
No, not anymore.
Oh.
Even if I tried to leave you behind, you'd still come with me, wouldn't you? So are you ready?
What should I be prepared for?
A fight.
So's bodyguards will be armed. It might get messy.
Bring it. I'll put them in the ground.
Don't kill them. We need him alive, and I need you to stay safe. Can you do that?
Always.
Always?
Occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Date, you have to understand. He killed my parents. I saw their bodies with my own eyes. If I turn back now, I'll go crazy.
I know. You don't have to say it.
Let's go.
5 minutes.
Oh man. We're actually taking a 12-year-old into a giant fight. And somehow we're still the most reliable guardian she's had. Here we go.
Thanks for the warm welcome. I came for So. Please, take me to him.
What are you talking about? He's sleeping and not taking any visitors. Go home.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I'm coming in.
I took one step. Got punched in the gut.
I've always wanted to see this line. Nice punch.
Well, let me use a line too. This is the end for you, chump. Sajima's orders, nothing personal.
That's what I thought.
Huh?
You're so predictable.
What?
Oh, damn.
Easy.
Nope. We're not even close to done yet. Look.
Oh, Jesus. How many
Bring
dudes?
it on. Let's do this.
It's so many dudes.
Kill them.
Date, I'll take care of these guys. You get those, Date.
Are you okay?
Shouldn't you worry more about yourself, old man?
Jeez.
I'm off.
What the fuck? Yeah, we should probably start shooting back. Okay, we haven't had a shootout sequence in a bit.
It's dark. I can barely see.
There are numerous hostiles. Too many for you and your revolver to combat effectively.
So what's the plan?
Let's see.
Here we go. What are we gonna do here?
Date, the island in the middle of the pond. Do you remember it?
Yeah?
Your favorite thing is on that island.
My favorite thing?
A porno magazine.
What?
Increased reaction rate.
Whoa! Porno mag!
Okay. Now what's the plan?
Where'd the porn go?
Now what? Oh, we're gonna use lightning. Some kind of special bullet in the gun?
Date, load evolver with wire bullets.
Wire bullets, okay.
What am I shooting at?
Above us.
Above us? Why?
No time to explain, just do it!
Okay.
What was that? That's supposed to be a warning shot or something?
There's not much time on these
Now
quick
throw
time
us the
events.
gun. Come quiet.
Date, do as I told you!
Don't you mean surrender?
Do it! Do it or we die!
Ah, okay. Then you toss them the gun. Oh, okay, into the water, and then yeah. This is ridiculous.
What do you mean?
The way it gets hit by lightning, electrocutes the water, fries all these guys.
2, 1.
So dumb. I wonder what happens if I fail at any of the events, if it's just like a game over. Or if something different happens. Collected the gun from the pond.
You lied to me again.
I have already explained this to you. If you hear the words porno magazine, your reaction speed increases by a factor of 3.6. A rather convenient function of yours. Why wouldn't I take advantage of it?
Damn it. How did you know about the lightning?
Yeah.
Satellite imagery, atmospheric conditions, and other factors.
Still
However,
though.
I predicted the lightning would fall elsewhere. So I had you launch wire bullets to direct the lightning to the pond.
You still had to like know the lightning was going to strike. Like she literally counted it down from like
Anyway,
3, 2, 1.
Where's Mizuki?
I will scan for her.
Oh, not again.
Mizuki! Wait for me! I'm coming!
sprinted into the mansion.
Gotcha.
Not here.
I detect trace amounts of capsaicin in the air. Mizuki appears to have been sprayed with tear gas.
Okay.
No.
Not this room. Not that one. Uh-oh. Oh, that's that pipe.
Mizuki's metal pipe.
Oh, is this gonna lead to a bad ending?
What?
He is taking Mizuki hostage.
Shit!
Date, look around. Mizuki must be nearby.
Oh, pardon me. Folding screen? No. He's not outside, is he?
Have you looked on the other side of the sliding door?
Not yet, but I know there's another room back there.
Can we use... Oh, there we go. There he is.
There she is. Mizuki!
That is So holding her.
Son of a bitch is using her as a shield. Why isn't Mizuki fighting back?
She's unconscious,
She does
obviously.
not appear to be conscious. I cannot determine why. But she is breathing. She is alive.
He knocked her unconscious, I think.
I have to do something.
Wait, don't move. Remember what So told you.
That he can see us somehow.
There may be a sensor or something similar in this room.
Or I could just shoot him in the head.
I would stop that line of thinking. If you shoot now, there is a high chance he will hit Mizuki.
Then what am I supposed to do?
Let me think.
Yeah, how do we handle this? Okay. We're gonna just shoot the metal pipe? And like curve the bullet?
With spherical bullets. Then, pick up that metal pipe on the floor.
We're literally gonna use the pipe to curve the bullet. Okay, I better be ready here because this is gonna be a quick time event.
You need to do two things. First, throw the metal pipe toward the southwest corner of the room. Then, immediately shoot a spherical bullet at the pipe. No questions, there is no time to explain.
You sure this will work?
If you time it correctly, yes. My calculations are never wrong.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
No.
Yeah.
Go!
Gotcha. Hey, I got a trophy for that. That was so dumb.
Mizuki! Mizuki!
Dante!
Oh no! No, 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 no!
Mizuki, move!
What?
Shoot, sure.
Dante, don't!
How do I...
Shit.
Did I fuck that up? Was that me fucking up? Or was that like an unwinnable situation?
Impossible.
No. No way. Date, no. Don't die. Don't die. Date.
Oh. Was there a different decision I could have made there? Or is this like an intended failure? Yeah, I'll save. Could I have done that differently? I don't know if I could have done that differently. If I click... okay. Let's go back and do this Somnium and just assume that that's like... that route's done for now. Actually, let's take a look at the other... This is locked to proceed, must play through more of the story. So is that the same message if I go on? No, I did actually fuck it up, so let's... Sure, where does this put me back? Can I skip forward? I can, yeah. Right, okay. Okay. Do we have to replay through all of this? Okay. We'll just quickly go through all this again. Just cold storage warehouse is the one we know we have to do. Thankfully we can skip forward on these. Okay, that was the important bit. And then let's go to Abyss straight away. No, it's just skipping all of the other bits. Okay. Skip through all of this again. Then so in the background. Chase after him. He gets out of here. Kamakura office. Let's get the cigarette butt. There's the one on the right. Yep, there we go. Well, let's get the fuck out of here. DNA results. Come on. Yeah, results. We're off the case. We're going after him anyway. Gonna get Mizuki. And she's in the speaker. It's weird the sound bites that they don't fast forward through on the skip function. We know who the culprit is. Who did this? And we're going after him. Okay. I don't know what I could have done differently during that section. What I'll do is I'll do a manual save before we get to that, so I don't have to go back through all of this again. Can't skip this? Apparently not. Okay. Now we do the trick with the gun and the lightning bolt again.
No time to... Dante, do as I...
Okay, toss the gun. Now we get the gun back. Then I should have a chance to save. Okay. Save here. Right.
Have you looked on the up...
Yep, there he is. There we do the shit with the pipe.
First. Are you ready? Go!
Come on. X. There we go.
Mizuki.
Okay.
Mizuki, move!
What?
Okay, what can we do different? Protect Mizuki.
Damn it.
Ooh, it shot me in the eye. Did he just destroy Aiba? Is this different? Seems like it. Yeah, so eyeball have been destroyed here.
Pathetic. Killed by your own father. By the way, do you like fireworks?
Wait, killed by my own father? What?
Let me show you the most beautiful firework you'll ever see. But don't blink. It'll only be a flash.
Shoot.
How do you like these fireworks?
What?
Oh, dude. Damn, son.
I just want to go to the cabaret club.
What? What? What did you say? Hey, quit fooling around. Come on. Date, get up. Hey. Hey. Date. Date. Date!
Damn. Ooh, another day. Okay. So if you do just make the wrong decisions on certain parts, it just cuts the entire day short and you have to skip back forward to stuff. Kinda sucks. But you have to like go back through a bunch of scenes.
I know even the best of us can be taken out of commission by a simple cold. But I always thought Date was above that somehow. Like a hero.
Wait, I'm actually dead?
A hero?
Heroes are supposed to be invincible. Even if the odds are stacked against them, something miraculous happens to save them.
Yeah,
That's what I thought would happen to Date. But instead, here he is.
You make it sound like he's dead.
Yeah, he's not dead, he's moving.
Right. Sorry.
Date has an artificial eyeball called an AI ball in his left eye socket. That's exactly where So shot him. So it acted like a kind of shield. Because of that, the bullet didn't go through his brain. It saved Date's life. The surgery to remove the bullet was successful, and now all we have to do is wait until Date wakes up. That's what was supposed to happen anyway. But instead...
Is he in a coma? Oh, I'm Mizuki now. Okay, I'm just Mizuki now. She looks sad. About Date's punishment.
Don't worry about that. It's true that Date disobeyed direct orders, but that order basically came from So himself. And he's not going to be a problem anymore, is he? Date won't get reprimanded for this.
Hey.
Oh, good.
So also no longer has his hooks in the MPD. We can finally resume the investigation properly.
Okay, about his condition.
It's strange, isn't it? The surgery was successful. No EEG abnormalities.
But he still hasn't woken up.
I think I might know why, but if I'm right, it's nothing any of this medical equipment can fix. The problem lies in his soul.
His soul?
Something's going on in his consciousness.
Oh my god, are we gonna dive into Date as Mizuki? About the AI ball.
Oh, that's Aiba.
Aiba?
Yeah, Date's partner. You saw him talk to himself sometimes, right?
More like all the time.
That was him talking to Aiba.
Oh.
Okay, about the new Cyclops serial killer.
All the evidence points to So Sejima. Thanks to Date, I think we can finally close this case. There might even be a promotion waiting for him after this.
Okay, why do I feel like it's still not over? Even if this is like the successful route.
He's lost somewhere in his own mind.
Lost?
He doesn't know the way back. Sinking over and over can have this effect.
How can he find his way back again?
Only one way I can think of. Maybe...
Paging Ms. Shizue Kuranushi. Shizue Kuranushi. Please come to the nurse's station.
Is that boss's name?
Looks like I gotta go.
Oh.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
What?
While I'm gone, keep talking to Date, okay? You might give him a reason to wake up. See you.
Oh, we've got the boss's name.
Talk to him. Huh.
You're so stupid.
Hey, Date. You're so stupid. You know that? Grade A, first class, king of the idiots. Why did you protect me? It was my own fault. I went into the mansion by myself, and then got tear gas sprayed at me by Soap. He hit me in the back of the head and I blacked out. This was all my fault. Everything I did was a mistake. But you came to save me. You made me look like an idiot, you know. Oh, wait a minute. I get it. You wanted to scold me, right? After saving me, you're never gonna let me hear the end of it. You suck, Date. Big, stupid jerk.
The boss's name.
Boss's real name is Shizue Kuranushi. Shizue Kuranushi. It doesn't fit her at all. Don't you think so, Date? Please, Date. Laugh about it with me.
Wake up.
Date. Wake up. Come on, wake up. Okay, big brother. You gotta wake up now. You'll be late for school. That's what you want to hear, right, Date? You want to be called Big Brother, don't you? I know you do. I've seen the anime that you watch. Hey, say something. Talk back to me like you always do. Argue with me. Tell me that you have good taste in anime. Date, it's not fun if you don't say anything.
Oh, speak honestly.
Okay, since we're alone, I'll be honest with you. Earlier, Boss said that you were like a hero, right? I think so too. Deep down, you're a hero to me.
Oh, sweet.
You raised me since I was 8. Even when times were hard or you were depressed, you were there for me. The past few days, too. After Mom and Daddy, I was trying to act like it didn't bother me, but really, I was just holding it inside. Staying quiet. Pushing my feelings down. And I just took it. I forced myself to be happy. But inside, it hurt so bad. Like I wanted to die. Sad and afraid and alone. My heart was about to break. But because you were there, I was able to fight it. You being there helped me be myself. But if you're gone, Date,
Oh.
Hey, Date. Wake up. Come on, wake up! What happened to your promise? You can't tell me you forgot. You promised, Date. We're supposed to eat stew. Are you gonna break your promise? You're not gonna take me? That's not fair, Date. You liar. And God's a liar, too. I prayed at the shrine. I prayed that you wouldn't get hurt. But...
Oh.
Do you want to save Date?
Yes?
Then I'll finish my thought from earlier. There's one way we can bring back Date. Someone has to sink into his brain and guide him home.
Okay.
Someone?
We're doing this.
Mizuki,
We are doing this.
I need a favor.
Huh?
You synced with Date once before, right? Your synchronization levels were extremely high. You two are compatible for syncing. No one is more qualified than you. Please, please save Date.
Okay. I'll try.
How's this gonna work? Does she, like, control Aiba then? So I assume there's a backup, like, copy of Aiba. She wasn't, like... The eye was destroyed, but Aiba's still alive, I'm guessing?
It's okay. Remember, timing is 6 minutes. Do not, under any circumstances, stay longer.
So annoying. You told me 1,000 times.
Alright. Mizuki, we're counting on you.
Leave it to me. Date, hold on. I'll bring you back. I promise.
Are you ready, Mizuki? Then, let's begin.
You know, I wasn't expecting this from this game. I really wasn't. So how's this going to work? Is it going to be Aiba? Oh, it's the apartment. Oh! It is just Mizuki.
This is my house. But it's in black and white.
So is
What's inside Date's heart?
Aiba just dead then? Like, gone?
Date, where are you hiding? Date.
He's in the fridge. Hello.
Huh? There's color over there.
It is just her doing it. There's like no support. Mental lock 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's 5. Oh god. Okay. This one's gonna be a tricky one, I think. Now, is this one gonna have like branching paths? Okay, so it is just the stew is literally the only
Is
thing.
that stew?
Taste.
I'll try eating some. The vegetables and meat are cut too big. They always this big? Me? Why? Hey, Date! Everyone's waiting for you. Hey, are you listening?
This has got to be a memory, right?
Date?
Don't be modest now. This is my special recipe. Eat it while it's hot. I don't know how I did it, but I think it came out pretty good.
Hey. Okay, I think this one's going to be a much more like guided. Like there's not going to be much in the way of like
This is
actual
when I first came to Date's house.
puzzle solving in this
Date,
one.
what happened? Why this? The desk got colored.
Okay. Let's have a quick nosy around just to make sure there's not a secret item hidden anywhere. Not seeing one. Might pop up later. Ooh, computer or police ID. Or the chalkboard.
Date's police ID.
Hold it up.
Hey! Respect the badge! Yup. Just testing what would happen. Not playing around or anything.
The corkboard, that's the
Date's corkboard. I wonder what this note is.
it's the Ferris wheel.
Side? Wop? Is this someone's name? A woman? I can't tell. Ugh. Useless. Date's handwriting is trash.
Okay, so we've got the merry-go-round from the carnival and the warehouse.
Date's computer.
Turn it on.
Power button, power button. Where is it? Well... Oh. Whoops. Don't know my own strength. Date! I broke your computer! You can't watch any more porn! You better come out and stop me!
Okay, so let's look at the corkboard again. Actually, what were the options for the police
Date's
ID?
corkboard.
Well, sure, this picture.
A pretty picture of a river. Where is Akikawa Valley? I'd like to go there someday.
You
Okay.
have 5 minutes remaining, Mizuki.
Date's...
Look at it, I guess.
Date's police ID. Without this, no one would believe he's really a police officer. Leaving it around like this is how it gets lost. If I hide it somewhere, maybe he'll panic and wake up. Never mind. He's too dense to notice something like that.
Okay,
Date's computer.
I don't know with these. Hit it?
How do I get this thing working? Uh-oh. It's smoking. Maybe it's busted? Better hit it some more. Date! I'm beating up your computer! I can't control myself! Hurry! Come stop me.
Oh, I really don't know.
Date's...
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, let's find the solution for this one and then rewind.
Date! Get up!
Are you crazy?
There we go.
Jeez, what are you doing?
It's because you washed your old underwear with my clothes, dummy! Pervert!
You gotta be more careful. If I keep this up, I'm not gonna get off with a warning and a pay cut.
I remember this.
You have 3 minutes remaining. Be careful.
What did that window open up? Ah, the trash can.
A trash can.
Look closer.
Oh, maybe this.
Hey, your school announced bring your parents to school day, right? Don't you have to tell Renju and Shoko?
Wouldn't matter.
What should I do?
Sorry for making you worry about me, Date.
Okay. Okay, there's a lot of opportunity to save time on that one.
The speakers have color now.
Quick look around the room, make sure there's no... Yeah, I'm not seeing a hidden item. Audio deck.
A shelf with records and stuff.
Listen to music.
The power supply. Is this it? Ha! Oops. Messed up again.
God damn it, she's just breaking everything.
Told me not to touch it.
Left speaker?
The speaker I was in.
Yeah, lift it.
Nothing. Not a single Date around. A speaker.
Listen.
That's my voice.
Mizuki! Mizuki! Hold on! I'll find you!
I remember being mad at you because you took so long. But after I saw your face, everything felt better.
And then it's gotta be... Dora Rabbit?
It's Ada Rabbit.
Ada Rabbit. Let's hug it.
I love my Ada Rabbit. It feels so warm and comfy holding it. How did you know that I would like it, Date?
Oh.
It's Ada Rabbit.
No, I wanted the right speaker. Oh god, this is awkward.
A speaker with Ada Rabbit on top.
Listen. Okay.
It's Ada Rabbit.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry, Mizuki.
Oh, I wanted the speaker again. Speaker. God damn it. Come on. Speaker. Speaker. Thank you.
It's a speaker.
Let's third this and give it a kick.
Yeah! Maybe all Date needs to wake up is a good shock. I'll try again. Damn. I should stop doing that.
Maybe. Any new options for the audio deck?
Records and stuff.
This CD?
This is a CD from an idol group at Lemnisky. LUE 42, the answer to the ultimate question. What a
Life,
title.
Life, the Universe, and Everything. It's the Hitchhikers. Okay. Oh, I don't know.
It's at a...
Throw it, maybe?
What am I doing? I don't want to throw him. He's my special friend.
Oh. Shit, now I have like a really... Oh, god damn it.
A shelf with records.
Oh boy, this one's not going right.
It's at a...
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be rewinding on this one. Oh, come on, right speaker. God fucking damn it. Jesus. Oh my god, this sucks. Gifts, so it has to be the rabbit
It's
then.
at a...
Okay, is there like a
Date's...
cheap one? There we go, this picture. Skip through that. Okay, add a rabbit.
It's at a rabbit.
Down to 10 seconds.
At a rabbit is kind of ugly.
A little bit.
I mean, at the time I said it was ugly, but
I hope this is okay. What if she doesn't like it?
I'm home.
Mizuki, welcome back.
What are you hiding? What's that?
This? Oh, I wonder.
Oh, he's trying.
I was just thinking that this place looks awfully empty, right? Look, it's perfect right here.
Ugly.
Okay. The
Next is...
bed in the door. Right, let's do a rewind because it's... Yeah, let's rewind. Yeah. Gotta get some of the time back. Right. Police ID. Check out the window.
Date, get up!
Are you cheap?
It's...
And then the bin.
I remember... A trash... Oh, maybe...
Hey.
Wouldn't... Sorry for...
Okay. And then it was listen to this left speaker.
The speaker I was... That's...
Mizuki, hold on!
Yep. We know this one.
I remember being tough.
And then it's called Add a Rabbit Ugly. And we can burn the
It's at a...
20 seconds one on that.
At a rabbit... I mean, at the... I'm...
Mizuki.
What are you...
It's knowing that we can't skip through this, even though
What's
the game
that?
recognises that we've seen the
This?
dialogue for it already.
I would look.
Ugly.
Okay. So we should have way more time now.
Next is...
Okay, the bed and the
You have 5
door.
minutes remaining, Mizuki.
It's my bed.
Smell. is 12 seconds, and that gets rid of the ×2. What about the door?
A door.
Yeah, so we'll smell the bed to get rid of
It's
the
my...
×2 multiplier.
I can't sleep if it smells like Date.
Okay, so let's have a look. The options were lift and sleep, both of which give us... Oh my god, that sleep gives us a ×6 multiplier. Jesus. And it's 54 seconds, which we could dump down to 18. Okay. Door.
A door.
Let's open it.
It won't open. Is Date inside? No, that's not it. The one inside was... a door.
Let's try nog een. Hey, here we go.
Mizuki, hey. I'm sorry about eating your pudding without asking. I'll buy you another one. Hey, come on, open up. I'm at my limit here. I really have to go. I'm gonna piss my pants.
Oh, that's the door to the bathroom.
Mizuki, seriously, come on. Open the door!
Did that give us the sofa and her chair? Let's have a look.
Date's bed. Well, the sofa.
Let's sleep and use the 10-second one.
I was sleeping here before, though. Oh. Mom. Daddy. I said that?
Jeez.
Oh. Well, it was dysfunctional as hell, but they were like a proper family to each other. And the kitchen and...
There's color that way now. It looks like sunlight.
Hang on.
4 minutes, Mizuki. Are you alright?
Again, I don't see a hidden item. Okay. The fridge or his coat? It's gonna be both, I'm guessing. There's gonna be something in. Let's have a look. Open and get in at both 6 seconds. So let's see if there's anything with a coat that gives us like a negative
Date's
multiplier.
coat.
Kick, smell, or I'm not wearing that. I've got plenty of time, so let's just do
Date's...
not wearing that.
This looks dirty. It smells like him too. Well, I'm not gonna wear it. I don't want to wear your coat, Date.
Okay.
Date's... It's the fridge.
Let's burn the 10 seconds and just lift the fridge up.
Maybe Date is flat under this.
Oh!
Ada Rabbit went totally flat. And disappeared. Date, what are you trying to tell me? Ada Rabbit isn't cursed, right?
Wait, what the hell was that about? Aha, the pot.
There's stew in the pot.
Sure. We don't know how much time.
What? I can't move. Is this sleep paralysis?
What the fuck?
Ada Rabbit? What?
Was Ada Rabbit evil as shit all along?
Are you doing this? Stop! Please! What do you want? Why? No! Date! Help me! Date!
What the fuck?
Ada Rabbit? What does this mean?
What was that? I got a trophy for that. Quick look at that trophy. Almost got cursed by Ada Rabbit in Somnium. What? That was so weird. Okay.
Date's coat.
Alright, ooh, I've got a 1 second for that. So let's kick the coat for 1 second.
No, it's not right. I'll do it when he's wearing it. That's much better.
Aha.
Hey, I got an extra sweet pudding for little babies. You can have it.
Watch your mouth!
Nice kick.
Is that giving us the backpack now? Okay, we've got 2 minutes left, so quick look around the room. Again, I don't really know like where the hidden item's supposed to be.
My school bag.
Okay, so it's going to be the charm.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry, Mizuki.
It's the...
Let's open the fridge up, sure.
Huh. Nothing's inside. Probably because this is Date's room.
Okay. Okay, no hidden item.
My school bag.
You know what, I've got enough time. Let's just quickly like button mash our way around this room just to see if there's anything else.
Wonder what
Oh.
this is.
We found it. Was that just on top of... Ah, okay. Well, we found it, so screw it.
My school bag.
And the charm.
This is from Ikume Shrine. Hey, since we're here, let's go into the shrine.
I told you, I don't believe in that stuff.
Come on, come on!
This is the scene we had earlier, wasn't it? Yeah.
Mizuki grows up healthy and happy.
Yeah, I did wonder if we were gonna get his wish there.
What did you ask for?
To leave this boring place as soon as possible.
Aww. He really does care.
Date. Date! Daddy! Mom!
They were both kind of shit parents. Oh no, we got to Date. Oh, is this going to be a branching path thing? Oh, well, clearly we're going to Date.
Date? Date, wake up! Everyone is worried about you!
You shouldn't come to me. Go be with your parents.
What?
No, fuck you. We're coming back to you.
Date? Date, please, wake up!
I am not what you need.
Oh. No.
Hey!
You have less than 1 minute. You have to hurry.
Oh no, that's not enough time. Is this literally undoable? Gotta try it.
Date! It has to be you, Date! If you weren't here, I'd... Get up, Date! I need you!
Mizuki. Thank you, Mizuki.
Oh. So that was just like a trick at the end there. Just like... You have to push through the mechanics of the game to actually make the choice. And I got a trophy for that as well. Captain Bonds revealed. Which is just a progress on like the story progress one, not that. Sanpai. That was what she read on the corkboard.
What the... How did I get here?
Date!
Hey, why the sudden affection?
Because you're so stupid.
Huh?
You're so stupid. I just want to punch you. Welcome back. Welcome home, Date.
Yeah. I'm home.
Oh. Well, this has all been very sweet. I feel like we're gonna hit like a... Oh! What? What? I was literally just about to say, like, I feel like we're gonna hit like an end of the route kind of thing. I just press X to skip that there. Okay, so did I like stumble on the good ending to the game? What? That feels like super early to hit that. Oh, Ibis. We've not learned everything. This is like weird. Oh.
Hey, Iba. Now that you're in that form, think you can wiggle your way into that offering box?
Certainly. I go to the money box, you go to jail. Is that acceptable?
I guess not.
Quick look around.
I hate lampreys.
You aren't good with seafood, are you?
Hey, this reminds me. You made me look like an idiot, Dante. I visited the shrine with my friends and I started washing my belly button. They all laughed at me. I wanted to push you off a bridge.
Nice.
Why do these arches always have birds on them?
Good question. Once upon a time, when Amaterasu the Great looked down from heaven, he wanted to give chickens a place to roost. Why do you always do that?
What's it say?
What is most precious to you is not in the distance, it is right beside you. That's what it says.
Huh. That's actually really nice.
Yeah, that was. Alright, Iba. What are you doing on his shoulder?
It is more comfortable than your eye socket.
You can sit here anytime you want, okay?
Just hide if you see someone coming. The world's not ready for you.
What did you pray for?
I do not believe in the existence of God. But, being that we are at a shrine, I felt it necessary to go with the tradition.
What did you pray for, Date?
I didn't ask for anything. I just said thank you. Thank you for saving my life.
Pardon me, I believe there is a misunderstanding. It was I who saved your life, not God. I was the one who stopped the bullet.
That was completely by chance. Wait, do you even remember that?
I do. Everything that I see is uploaded to the cloud. All wirelessly, in real time. Even if my body is totally destroyed, my data is backed up and never lost. That includes my memories, as well as my central programming, which governs my artificial intelligence.
Cool.
Though I do not have any information from after being shot.
Do you know what Date said right before he lost consciousness?
No. What did he say?
I said, Mizuki, I'm so glad that you're safe.
No, you didn't. You were moaning about wanting to go to a cabaret club.
That sounds like Date.
Okay, about the serial killings.
The case has been settled. So Sejima was confirmed to be the new Cyclops killer. No crimes similar to the MO of the Cyclops killer have been reported since So Sejima died.
But we still don't know his motive.
Yeah, there's still so much.
Why were those three chosen as targets? And why hollow out the left eye?
It is the opinion of the lead investigators that that behavior was simply the result of So's sadistic, sociopathic nature.
Nah, I don't buy it.
I don't buy it.
Hey.
I agree.
Oh, sorry, Mizuki.
No, it's fine.
About Iris and Ota.
Ota was discharged from the hospital. He's doing fine.
Who cares?
Iris is still in the hospital, though.
Oh.
I heard.
I hope she gets better soon.
Yeah.
Is she awake, though? What'd you pray for?
That you die soon so that I can collect your life insurance money.
You wouldn't get a dime.
About so.
There's one thing I haven't told you yet, Date.
What is it?
5 days after the first incident, on Tuesday, I think, I saw So on my way home from the police station.
Oh?
Where?
I was getting dropped off at home.
Was he alone?
No. Someone was walking next to him. My homeroom teacher.
What?
Homeroom teacher?
She's also my mom's best friend. It's a long story, I'll tell you later.
No, tell me now.
I don't want to.
Why not?
Wait, Iris's mom?
Because I'm hungry. I'll tell you over food.
Okay, let's get going.
Alright, let's go.
Oh, wait a minute. You haven't said it yet.
Said what?
Thank you for saving your life.
I don't recall hearing a thank you from you either. I saved your life before too, you know.
Well, fine. You don't have to say it. I know that you love me.
Who said anything about loving you?
Oh, you don't remember? When we were at So's, you were saying, Mizuki! Mizuki! You sounded really concerned.
I wasn't saying Mizuki, I was saying my new skis. Yeah, I was thinking about hitting the slopes later.
Nice cover.
Well done.
Date, you're a total tsundere.
A tsundere. One who appears cold or hostile initially, but eventually shows a warm or friendly side. That describes Date perfectly.
I don't want to hear it coming from you two.
What?
What do you mean?
They really don't see it, huh?
Have we done that?
Doesn't matter. Let's get going.
Where?
You know. We're gonna go eat that vomit stew.
Really? Yay!
This feels like it's going to be like an end of the line kind of scene. Hey, Mizuki will end. So we've completed her route. Cool. Would you like to save? Hell yes. And I think it's going to put us back to the floor chart, I'm guessing. There we go. Hey, there we go. So that's not a branching path. That's not a branching path. The choice between Date and her parents is just like the parents option is a trap. Oh, that's good. I like that. I really like that. Okay, so that's Mizuki done. So is each like colour line a different person? So yellow's Mizuki. And then red is... Ooh. Ota or Iris? Maybe Ota. And green is maybe Boss? Don't know about that. Don't know. Well, this seems like a pretty good stopping point for today. So we're going to stop here. I'm going to go get some lunch and then I'll probably come back and play some Deathloop. So I'm super excited to play that game. So thanks for watching. Catch you all next time. Bye bye now.